got the certification, got the badge as an interpreter or translator, a language professional, and still feel like still waiting for the confidence to arrive through the mail or through the post, you're not alone. A lot of people think that when they get that qualification, once they've got that certification, the title, then they'll be ready, they'll be like to do the work. They'll like be able to show up, to do what they have to do. Well, here's the thing. If you've ever driven a car or learned to drive or know someone who has, the first time you're learning, right? You're going through the ropes, whatever, and then you go do the test, you pass the test. What that passing the test means is you are now safe to be on the road on your own to go from A to B. Does not mean you are the best driver yet. It just means you are now, with this license, free to be on the streets, be on the road, be on wherever you need to be because you have done the requirements to get you on there. Now it's time to then build the reps, build the confidence in a sense of the practice to then showcase that, yes, I am on this road. I am now knowing the routes. When I go to this point, I need to make sure I turn in or slow down. That's where the muscle, that's where the reps comes in. That's where those things that are needed will start showcasing that, yes, you've got this. And by being on the road, will the confidence then start showcasing, then start coming through, and then start happening. So for me, when I got my yellow badge, how did we celebrate when that thing came through the post? And I got this thing, I'm like, opened it up, like, yes, I did it. Yes, we did it. We celebrated, we jumped, we like had a great time in my house that day. We did a celebration. And then, yes, me, I'm now qualified. And then went in to do a booking. And then I was like, okay, even though I have this yellow badge, doesn't mean that I'm it. Because that's me thinking on like the paper is the belief that yes, I've got this, but it's not. Because confidence isn't the destination. Confidence comes with the practice, with the reps that is built in doing the things that is required to showcase their ability. We often think that when I get this, when this happened, when I get the promotion, get the job, do this, do that, then I would be confident. Then I would be capable, or then I would start believing in myself, or I would fill in a gap. But that's not the case of when. It is in the process of becoming, in the process of what we get to do, how we get to showcase ourselves. In that, while we're doing the stuff, we're getting the awareness, we're getting the feedback to then start, okay, what do I get to course correct? What do I get to improve? What do I get to do next? How do I build this muscle? What is that thing that's happening? Do we then start in that process? And in that building of those things, does the confidence then start showing up with the practice and celebrating those things? Do we then start feeling like, I am capable, I am confident, I am this? Because I remember when one of my clients, when she felt like, okay, she had done the work and she had this such huge imposter syndrome that she felt like she couldn't go on her own in terms of just going into a new place. She wanted to be shadow. She wanted to have like someone be there, someone to like to lean on, to support. And we worked on her building that knowing that she has done the certification, she has done the training, she is capable, she has everything it takes to do the booking. It's whatever that's going on, that feeling that she's not worthy, not capable. All those things were running through her mind that, oh no, I can't do this. Oh no, this is out of my scope. when on paper, tick, yes, you've done it, trying to be in this, what's the word? This, I was gonna say genre, but like, this, should I say like, uh, it's keeping my mind, like department or, uh, when it comes, it comes. But like this type of job, so like to be a community interpreter, she has been trained for it. She's gone, like done minor things there, but now being put in and now go and do it, it's like, oh, I can't. I need still to be held. I still need to have someone hold me and support me and help me through this. So when we kind of like knocked in that, it was more about how she saw herself, the way she felt that she wasn't good enough, she wasn't capable of doing that. And because of how she felt, it was affecting how she was showing up. And she felt that she wasn't capable of doing it, even though she could. By then working on those limiting beliefs and working on like how does she see herself and how does she want to see herself, and then showing up as how she wants to see herself, then she was able to then start building in those reps of belief and going in and then getting the feedback and celebrating that she did it, because that anchors in the knowing into the nervous system that yes, we are on track, we're doing the things that we said we're going to do, where we are showcasing and showing our abilities. When she was able to start getting the book in and then like getting the feedback, working on adjusting, learning, okay, this is what I get to do next time, celebrating, I did that one, went back for more, went back for more. That's where it started like happening and then started anchoring in. When you start changing the way you see things, things will change. Or you start focusing on like, okay, this is where I'm at. So I'll say to you, like, where are you stopping yourself and waiting to have the confidence instead of really going for it, instead of conditioning it, because all it takes is conditioning and building the reps to get the confidence in whatever it is that we're doing. Where are you stopping yourself from really getting to that point of like, yes, I've got this, yes, this is what like I want for myself? Because when we can have that, when we know that, okay, this is what I want, and start having, remember, thinking and having the beliefs of this is how I want to show up in this place. I am worthy, I am capable, I've got this, and then start embodying that, does that start connecting? And then you start doing what you have to do to get to that point. Because one thing, again, I'm going to say is people who, like, even people who have years of experience in whatever field they are, doesn't mean that the fear is completely gone. Like now they've got everything. It's just that the amount of how much they stay in fear or how much they stay in doubt and all those things are just mitigate, I can't say that word, reduced to that point of like it's there, but it's not thought. And that's where the reps is built in. That's where the trust of self is comes in, by putting in the work, by putting in the things that is required so that you can then showcase, you can then start playing and being confident and being able to do the things that you want. Because if you're waiting and hesitating because of how you're feeling, the imposter that is showing up, or because of how you do the thing, it's like nothing is gonna happen. Like they say, the best time to plant a tree is today. The best time to go in and start doing that booking, start accepting and taking those jobs is today. I mean, the best time would have been donkey years ago, but the next best time is right now. 20 years, 5 years, whatever years ago. That's the best time, depending on what kind of tree it is, to have it right now. But the next best time is right now. So you put in the work now by knowing that you are capable and that you are safe to practice, to start showcasing yourself. Having that knowing, having that belief that yes, I have. it's safe for me to go out there and practice. And by practicing, I'll start building my reps, and those reps will then start giving me that confidence. So remember that it's not about knowing it all, being the best kept secret, or being the best in whatever you're doing. Know that you've been trained, you have the knowledge, you have the capability, you've been checked, you've been examined, you've been tested, and feel worthy to go out there and practice. With that knowing should come some sort of like feeling of like, I've got this. So now let me go and then start pulling in and building this muscle of truly trusting. And by doing that, does the confidence then comes in. It gets locked in. And by so doing, that imposter syndrome drops away. So having that knowing, having that like, this is how things flow for me, this is what we're like, this is how I'm going to keep showing, would emanate that feeling of like, I am not good enough, I am not capable, I'm not worthy, and that imposter tend to die off. By giving yourself that grace of knowing, giving yourself that like innate feeling of like, I'm doing it, I'm building the reps, I'm getting the confidence, and over time, it's just gonna flow. And knowing what we're thinking is how we feel, and feeling is how we do, and then and the action happens. Don't forget to subscribe for more identity shifts series that's happening daily, as you get more things that we can help us to really navigate those internal challenges, to show confidence in our role, in our position, so that we can truly confidently step up in a role. Remember, awareness plus the repetition of the doing brings that new identity. Till next time. Bye for now.